Glory is mine. It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now.
So, it wasn't a dream after all. Not a very chatty fellow, are you? This again? An animal sty. Freight or food? Shaking her fluffy coat. Did you expect a needle? one to let sleeping dogs lie.
Empty.
Not the most elegant solution, was it?
Hey, get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud, set me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, a gentle...
The prisoner's buoyant voice darkens as it...
Ah, free. I'm nothing if not a man of my word.
What would he have to gain by killing me? I need to keep my guard up. And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
Empty.
who? Why, you're looking... There you are. Not too tight, I hope. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs.
Yes, this is a rare kind of magic. I'll need to write to headquarters right away. No known associates. In fact, he seemed quite averse to spending...
You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Dungeon? You have the gall to call my laboratory a...
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she paused.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy... Is he? Oh, well. Some problems simply...
She frowns and...
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try... Oh, do go on. I won't... My, aren't we a meek little lamb? So let's just leave it on, shall we? For your own peace of mind, of course.
Good gods! There's been a murder.
A young magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
It seems as though there's a calaboose of blood flow. That can't be...
The pale young woman... Behind the magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and...
There's been a murder. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always done. Aren't you enterprising? I'll let Waters tell you no herself. Go ahead. She with the boy.
The hatch is blocked. I need to find another way.
No marks, no indications of a struggle. Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source.
She looks up...
I was on... You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. Not with that collar on you. Listen, bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny thanks.
Come on, please, Losa. A no doesn't become a yes over time.
An elf sits.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She shakes her.
Game for one. I'm rolling, deciding fates. Don't worry.
She looks you.
Never say never, though.
It was one of them. I know it.
You put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to.
She eyes you.
I could lick your arm.
She gives your.
You were reminiscing about the things you used to do together.
One of us would kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad? Insufferable, surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long.
She pats you on the shoulder.
There, no need to be a sourpuss. You don't have to worry, darling. I don't lick and...
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right. I always knew you'd turn out dropped Ben Mez.
A scruffy man lounges,
Watch your back.
rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning. The man named Ifan beckons again. He leans in and adjusts your
Pinches less that way, right?
hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direct.
We used to know.
Standing, Ifan grins. Flat.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the joy. No. The dead man.
He glances up.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason. The joy. I've heard a lot. Not wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself. Easy now. I might think...
What are you conspiring about?
Oh, don't mind him.
Name.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down.
Away with you.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime.
Coming out of plague.
I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sub-story some.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Get salt. You clearly don't know the first thing about salt. I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us would kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think
A
me
broad
mad?
dwarf sits. He raises.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
He turns his.
You look like a... Listen, if you're in the ship, of course.
A wave of.
And sick as a... But there's more. You've got ears on your... There now.
Squeak.
Ah,
His eyes.
there. You heard it, didn't It's the burn my... Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears.
The dwarf.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
He continues.
Wolves around a campfire.
Name? The Divine Order. Well, you aren't here on my list. Scram, eh?
As soon as the
We're trying to
Inquisitor
catch a
gets
killer here.
we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner.
Well, well. The lizard, all of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of...
I'm inspecting your Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. Oh, goodness. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to just as I thought? So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions... As per your own testimony, you have the taste buds of a dung beetle, the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit. That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave. Ever so sorry. I know, I'm still...
Meanwhile...
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire. As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
Ah, there you are. Would you please tell how very... What? What's so
Her pinched face cracks into a...
Yeah, okay, you found me out.
She turns to you, dark-eyed.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
You presume right. Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. Thanks. But I already... You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud as quickly as they...
Good luck, Chief.
What a well of knowledge this tome is. Dallas is such a dear lending it to me.
So, anything interesting for me? Right.
Dare you classify this slop as food?
The elf is ready. He reaches... He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page.
It is Tell me, what do you know of your... oh, please. No, this text. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others?
The elf's face...
Oh, it's just... Now, please, run along.
No amount of...
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than...
It's a register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger.
Don't know the first thing about sauce.
You faring okay so far? I'm glad to hear it. You head on in now.
Keep those bolts trained on her, and if she...
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fellow?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you...
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God. You there, sorcerer. Go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around.
She reaches for her collar and simply...
I'm just about to create a...
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the void woke...
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precise.
What happened?
What? Water?
The lizard's eye. The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor. His great beard... The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but she doesn't. The Magister lies on the floor.
No, not the final dark.
Her hand lies limp in yours. She's
The dice roll darkly. They're
Ifan lies motionless, curled. His eyes flicker open. Ifan cries out. Then...
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters! Damn, that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
You pass through the skeleton.
No. It catches fire.
The skeleton looks...
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
The skeleton...
Yes. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you... Please. I had a mask that still... She'll drown with the rest of these fools.
The skeleton...
I am trying to discuss... And I will be damned if I let the lives of some... Go on. Go. Swim or drown or...
Great God, something's pounding on the hull!
The marking on the door was painted. You press your... It doesn't budge. The door grows...
Something's breaking through! What in the hell's are those things? Death fog! I need to get out of here now! God damn it! We need to get off this wreck, and quick! Thank the gods! What?
He eyes the column.
Another source?
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you.
Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee.
He whispers loudly to the other.
Don't just cower there, Rix.
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand.
Then the mutiny and... Please, my time is...
Shut your trap, kid.
To the dwarf, young.
Said there were other people down
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck. There's a ladder right over there.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding.
Wait! Void Woken!
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
I've faced worse.
Let the games begin.
They who are about to triumph. I'll yield none.
Away! The sea's helping. We don't have much time.
They smell even worse dead than alive. Let's head above decks for some air.
I hear something. It's Magister Sib. She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of with jagged movements. Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror. Blood pours out from around the bandage. Magister Siwan reaches out to you, her hand It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan clutches your arm. Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder. Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets out...
It's ripping the ship apart!
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped, and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Orivan.
Those Voidwoken make short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor? It seems someone, something, wanted me alive. I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King.
The child has a small...
I'm not supposed to talk to... Why? I guess. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings...
The child looks at...
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Maybe you're right. They're gone now. The Magisters took them already. I guess now, but you didn't die. There isn't anywhere safe. You'll see. Guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it ashore. bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. Drowned and eaten by a void-woken. I wonder in which order.
You spot a strange lizard. Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It was the lizard.
I did so. You have my
hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than...
Yes, I'm sure you've all... Now then, if there's nothing further, I'm sure I...
He sighs, dramatic.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Touché.
He looks out over...
As for myself, I see continents dotted with mighty... What do you mean? What do I mean? I mean...
Suddenly, having all the air of being deep...
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? Well, more's the... For I am the Red Prince. Of course you know.
There's a brief...
That said, the grandeur that is my fate has... truly. Fine. On one... For reasons I'll not disclose right now... It is imperative. I've reason to believe one of them jolly good. So, now that that's settled, even if you are as versed as a born fighter, very well.
The Red Prince...
Now, as you're aware, as your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luck. Of course, there are other...
black cat. I've spotted something.
The cat's eyes are its eyes clear.
What's this? I found something.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer. I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me. Adults always want to talk. Can't I just play here with my shells a while? Now, where should I put this one?
This leads.
As the alcove opens up, he's leaning...
Bugger. How on earth am I...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the...
Damnation. That's stuck fast. Ah! No! Stay back! Oh. It's you. I must admit I'm surprised. It seems the human that stole my mask was rather more resourceful. I chased her here, but she rather seems...
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Why, its face, of course. A face that seems rather stubbornly... I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the... I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration.
Because my own was stolen from me. And the idea of... Oh, get away! You are simple beasts. And you simply... So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features. Simply put, I am an eternal. Indeed, no one seems to have the good... at least from this realm. As for the others... Well, that hardly... Several cent... I was sealed. Perhaps I should thank him. A cult? I could. We studied the myth, but I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have... I suppose, circumstances being what they are, you seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide? Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled. Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality. I could do that with one... Splendid. Very well.
We already know the truth, Majesty. Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue...
This can't be serious, Alexander.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace. The fate of our realm hangs in the Dallas.
Yes, you're...
I believe we're done.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magic.
These creatures are so prone to violence. Naturally, the weak...
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
Did you see them, sir? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself, they were so close, almost within arm's reach.
She's gone. God!
Your proof teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You don't know them? Oh, remarkable. They are all that stand between you, me, and the void. And they were right here just a moment ago, attending to some business. Oh, I'll not forget this.
Did you see him? You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind them. That, Magister, that was Bishop Alexander. Leader. If you doubt Alexander, Pipsqueak, you haven't seen him or the... Now, why don't you move along and settle in? A Magister will come and find you when they're ready for you. Could be a while, though. We're up to our hoods in sinners these days.
Saw him, didn't you? The Hammer and Alexander. Proud to serve for the good of humankind. So in the time when we lost him, well, it only made sense to see his will. Lucian gave his life. Fort Joy ain't no some can't for certain. So that's what we do.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Right, God. Will you quit dragging this on? Ain't that hard, Betsy. Just hand over the gold.
I will not. He hasn't changed a bit. Always late. You push you. I want only bread.
Come on, Lexi. Pay up.
I find I need bread. I want no trouble.
When you give up, they're working on a bishops and the Hammers.
Just used to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy card chewer.
Have you cut?
Is it not enough that you try? Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it. The Mask of the Shapeshifter? In my time, I crafted one for my child. Of course, now, with that mask, I can shapeshift and walk through this world looking like any other simple... It certainly makes traveling through towns easier. Oh, it's quite simple. One just acquires a face, combining several of these single face masks along... Frankly, I'm amazed everyone isn't doing it. People like you are... I'm using the mask to keep myself safe from the violence of this world. Who knows what evil it could do in the hands of some mortal witch. Oh, I think of them as much, I imagine. Not that there is anything wrong with you, of course, just that... Well, whatever. Regardless.
The skeleton pulls...
Sorry, do carry on. This is perhaps the first intelligent question you have asked. My people are... We seek to master... We craft wonders to last through the ages. Long after your crude tools have rusted to nothing. No, not yet. Not until I... And after all, I am still here. Despite the... There are rumors I was trying to... But wherever the artifacts of my... There is a great variety... This is what you almost look exactly... Walking through... No offense, of course.
Are you certain you want to dismiss?
Yes. Go on then.
Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed...
Back then, I was... You. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? I saw you fall. We all did. Thought you would... When we get out of this place, I owe you a pint. So you managed to swim to safety, is that it? What about when you were in the water? I heard the same... Do you know what this means?
Losa's voice catchy is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black, her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours. Dark light suddenly flashes back into her face.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, it's nothing really. It's just... I'm just a bit... well, a bit... hospitable? Ha! What I mean... But I'm a roadside inn. Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised. So, how are you enjoying the joy? So true. And you can stay as long as you're... So, you want to check this place out together? Strengthen it does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out. Lately, I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, Whatever your little... Don't know if you could tell, but mysticism's kinda my speciality. Let's get into the nitty-gritty while we're at it. What sort of magic are you in? Sounds fine. So, we're good to go? Yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought. And I'll do my best to stay...
Come on, Dixie. Lay up.
I find I need to ride. I want no trouble.
Bren or brisket, toast the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have you, cud?
Disgusting, just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Great God, will you quit dragging this on? Ain't that hard, Nexley. Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Come on then, Legsy. Pay up.
I find this is not your business, Long Pig.
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially...
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to...
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you.
Burrow looks you both...
Ah, get out of here. The both of you.
The elf smiles and bows...
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Ifan rolls his sleeves back down.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops.
He stretches out one rough hand. He grips your...
Say, I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be...
He shrugs.
Mercenaries. It's a job. The usual way. Two heads are better than one. And when push comes to shove...
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the...
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategy. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us up. Too much, you might say. I can make them bleed any which way you want. Which is... Can do.
He scans the horizon.
Right you are.
Did you see them, sir? Bishop Alexander and the hat. You don't know. They are all that stand between you. Oh. The bishop's much taller than I'd imagined from the paintings. And the hammer is so much younger.
Did you see him? You did, right? That Magister. If you don't... Now, why don't you move...
Saw him, didn't you? Proud to serve during the time when we lock out for... So that's Lucian. Fort Joy ain't no summer camp. When you get there, Bishop's the son of the dead divine. Don't know when we'll get a new... And the hammer...
I back there. You. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor. I saw you fall. When we get out of... So you managed to swim to safety, is that it? What I heard, do you know...
Losa's voice. She is stock still, waxy skin. Her head snaps. Light...
Anyway. What were we talking about? Ah, it's nothing really. It's just... Ha! But I... Like a goddamn gold star inn. Now, isn't that just the... So, how are you enjoying the... So, you want to check this place out together? It does, right? Before we head out, lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot. Don't know if you could tell, but mysticism's kinda my speciality. Let's get into the nitty-gritty while we're at it. What sort of magic are you interested in? Sounds fine. So, yeah? Well,
Come on then, Lexi. Hey up.
If I don't eat bread, I want no trouble.
Bread or brisket, both the same.
Your griff teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cunt you are.
Have you, cud?
this is not your business.
Don't let
An intense look.
Just stand aside, won't you?
Lone wolf.
The thug freezes.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. Runs the kitchen. Means he runs me. You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
And neither will I.
We got a system.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
I've an errand to run.
Remember, past the kitchen, there is a safe place.
Ifan rolls his sleeves back.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell.
He stretches out one rough hand. He grips your...
Say, I've just got a small errand to run.
He shrugs.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. The usual. 2 heads are better than 1.
He grins.
So, survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. Too much, you might say. I can make them bleed any which way you want. Which is, can do.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Looks like you've got quite a busy little crew already. My instincts tell me to travel with a smaller pack. But...
Is it not enough that you travel? Go on then, bark away.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Yes, go on then.
Ifan curls his lip.
So, seen all the magnificent sights of Fort Joy already? I've just got a small errand to run here. But then I'll be looking to get the hell out of this place while I've still got...
He gazes around admiring.
Funny boy. 2 heads are better than 1.
He grins.
Right you are.
Amidst a crowd of
What you after? I ain't.
She looks.
You looking to buy something? Nothing of mine needs testing. Pay or walk. Just don't waste any more of my time. Found it in the scrap. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head. Oh, I don't know. She was a people do chat.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? Magic and metal, like most of Dallas's designs. Metal keeps it locked. For you? Hell no. Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's proven himself might all manner of thing.
Bow your head, please! If haven't you heard? Bishop Alexander, do not doubt.
The Divine himself.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. It does not.
Shrine, by the looks of it.
You there. It's just... I've a proposition. In that case, listen up. You must think me mad to approach us. I've been here a long... I have a way... Are you interested? Believe whatever you want. This may be your only chance at it, boy. Who wouldn't? The plan's simple. Completely full. There's an artifact that you can use to teleport. It's found its way into a nest of crocodilians on a secluded beach. Not enough to trouble get that artifact.
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again.
What? Oh, new, are you? Very advice.
Oh, 10 bottles of mead, oh. 1,000 pots of dust. 50 bottles of tears, oh. Make the hinges rust.
Why hasn't Alexander risen yet? I fear it will be quite some...
singletons about? Oh, 10 bottles of mead, 1,000 bottles of dust, 50 bottles of tears, oh, 8 rust. Come on, chap.
Ugly mouth of yours.
Goodness, but this place has made you crazy. Perk up, old chap. There's plenty of singletons about.
Leave me be, Sam.
Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me.
Oh, for the love...
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Piss off. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth.
A flat smile twitched.
She never did like you.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet. He nods at you.
I wouldn't know a thing about you and I, Gretty.
I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Not an attempt, mate. Time's up, Your Highness. It's stabbing time. Healer!
easy. I'd say we get out of this place. Ooh, so serious. What? Well, I was giving this, but I guess I snapped out of it, but at least I went down doing what I loved. How very sweet of you to note.
She drums on her...
They used to be blue. Oh well.
She bats her eyelashes at you.
Carrick. If I can say nothing else for my current so what's it like, being alone in your head? Guess we can enjoy the quiet when we're dead. Of course I do. What's your poison? A man after my own heart. I've got one in the works right now, actually. Been writing it on a...
Losa sways to the left, and a faint hum moves with...
Sorry, I'm... You and me... I can't. It isn't that. Never mind. Let's just... We should keep moving. Nope. This one doesn't talk to me. It talk...
I'd say we're making good progress already, no? I am too, I must say. Good to know someone's got your back when the going's tough.
Ifan shrugs off his...
Have a read of my contract. So, time to find this Boris fellow. Ah, you've read my contract. What is that, maybe?
He sniffs the wind.
But maybe it's going to work out. I've got a contract. Good to know. As soon as I saw that glint in your eye, well, I've got a contract to complete. After that, getting the hell...
He freezes and...
Well, why not? Go ahead.
Ifan begins counting...
43, give or take. Indeed. What else do you want to know? That I did. In Lucian's own army. Yeah, stay out of their way. From the rank and file to the there's a reason I don't wear order garb anymore. But thanks for understanding.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns...
Haven't seen you around here before. Well, you here alone?
She gives you...
Maybe you ought to get... Maybe they mean something to you after all. It's nothing. Used to be. Then they brought her to... Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name.
Her eyes...
Kind of you to ask.
She talks, joy radiates.
What a gift to think of. Take care.
Cowrie, cockle, clown. Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. We are unfamiliar. So tell me. Start from the beginning. Start from... I see. I understand. Power. Power comes from strength. It is nothing. Many Cowrie, cockle, clown.
So this is Fort Joy. What's a crumbling?
I know that look well enough. You're about to winning has its own rewards, if that's what... You're scared, are you?
Hmm? Oh.
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato.
What? Who's asking?
He smirks.
I'm listening. Can't help you there.
He points the tip of his...
I solve my own problems. Oh, they'll cure you of your... Sure. Good stuff, huh? Leave him be. Listen, I can help. Shut up, elf. This clown. Caught him stealing from my kitchen. Caught him red-handed trying to... Supplies. Crate of... All I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my... Ain't been here long, have ya?
He twirls his knife.
Divine's gone. Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in... Hey! Oh, nice... Still on your feet, eh? Glad to it. Fella in that cage is the thief. Stash the oranges somewhere. I see plenty of liars in my life. It's all in the eyes. Sure do.
She darts her...
Some folk, I see plenty of... Sure you don't want to have a look at my stock before... Hey! Oh, nice try, Midge. Now, put that shiner away, and I'll shave a little off the top. How about?
When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sources? Yet so quickly, we find the sources so dangerous. What in his death?
Griff glances from his blade to you.
Ain't fit for beasts.
The old dog looks up at you.
It's no use anyway. You're nice. She was my mate for the last 7. Carried the 2. Hey.
Good find.
Oh, hey! Okay? If you find out where, not too far from here, but she was taken by a guy. Lots and lots of dogs. I think I love you.
Just as you're about to address the lizard, the red...
This man is a dreamer. Permission.
He bids the dreamer that he falls asleep. The Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation. You receive a withering glance in response.
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. Turns out I'm being hunted by the dreamers, though. They're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne. That's because you... Oh, I was bored, but to keep it, I must find a second... Bahara is her...
You know, I could tell you all about swamp dreamers too, if I chewed that much.
Quite right. Do seek my counsel.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Your loss.
The cat's eyes are clouded.
What? What?
Huh? The cat opens... Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond... She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time... But you did, and now the tables have turned. You look quite...
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship.
Let me tell you, once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, but now I'm free. Of sorts. And I intend to raise the subject with him.
She drives the needle in deep.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. That makes you a liability.
A bright spark.
Howard, make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you? Escape. Oh, little needle mine. You know what? Today is... I'm not quite sure...
With a casual flick of the wrist,
Let's discuss our respect...
You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of... As a rogue, my speciality is stealth. The quick silence of the... Suits me fine. Lead on, then follow me.
you're not quite certain you'll ever sleep sound.
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas. He must...
As the dead man's flesh slides down your throat, you feel his consciousness enter yours. His memories are yours to experience. You are fit. Your heart is heavy. You know too much. A bright light blinds you, then suddenly you're on this very ship, crouched in a corner. She reaches a hand to the memory's end. You are no longer... As you're about to approach the lizard...
Listen, I need to have a chat with this here morsel of flesh. He has wronged me once.
To your surprise, Sabine proceeds. You hear him yelp about the master. Then, quite suddenly, Sabine...
Chat's over.
So, that seemed just a tad...
Something on your mind? It's simple. He scarred me.
She defies.
Can you blame me? There it is. I was wondering when you're spying. Anyway, what's dead is done, so let's move. The search for the master continues, of course. Stingtail mentioned a cook, as it happens. Fellow...
I think this was the crate I was after. Looks like someone's cleared out most of the contents, though.
Sabine gently places a...
Let me have a word with the gentleman, would you?
Sabine steps forward. A little back and forth in...
Thank you. We should make good on our escape, you know. I have to see a man about a wolf. Did I disappoint you? Oh, but don't worry. I might just have... Zalaskar's his name. A name for the taking, if it comes...
Ain't fit for beasts.
Did the Magister find us on you? You forget my name here?
Everything there? Good.
Griff glances from his blade. To you...
Spare the indignation and hand it over. Now. Good boy. Looks like everything's accounted for. Now the important question.
He raises an eyebrow.
Looks like someone did my job for me. Your guy's free to go. He should be fine.
It is done. And quickly. I hold my end of the bargain. I show you the way out. Yes, yes, Sahela. She is everything. It is for all. Give me, I give you this amulet. You must, I go to...
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Got it.
What's your end, pipspock? Hands out your pockets now.
Still on your feet, eh? Only the finest, you know.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you. Well, move along.
It is done. I hold my end of the bargain. I show... Yes, Sahela. She is... It is for... Give me... I give you... I go...
Ain't fit for beasts.
Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you. Ha! Cheeky. What's your name? All right, Slick. Haven't seen you around here before. When did you get in? All right, easy now. You seem sweet, but I'm more curious about you than a bunch of cheesy lines.
She sighs.
Another one of those. Anyway, move along. Nice. And move along.
It is done. I hold my end of the bargain. I... Yes, yes, it is for... Give me... I give... I go...
Heading into the kitchen? Don't try and... Ha! Cheeky. What's your name? All right, Slick. Haven't seen... All right, easy now. Ha! Thank you. Long enough, I reckon. I'm surprised they haven't come by the divine. But those are just dreams. No one can escape from here.
She laughs. The sound fills the air like...
Now, wouldn't that be some... Look, I have an idea. I know we don't know each other very well, but time is so short and a connection is so rare. If we get out of here, will you meet me again in Arcs? I have responsibilities here. I can't start running around outside the family. It isn't done. But once we're out of here, none of that will matter.
She leans forward and grazes your...
Until then.
She smiles and gives you a long...
Soon! I know what you mean.
As you approach the unsmiling...
I need to talk to this one for a...
Ifan strides up to the... Ifan walks back to you, leaving the... Ifan catches you look...
What?
He barks a laugh, then...
I wanted some information. That Magister wanted to know... Oh, it's just practice. I only do it when it's necessary. That's about the size of it for me, all right.
After reading the scrap...
As soon as I saw that glint in your eye, if we can make it to the swamps, there's a weapon waiting for me. My contract aside, I'd say getting out from under the prying eyes of the Magisters would be helpful for all...
Seeming surprised.
Ah, that hit the spot.
He holds the flagon out to you. The alcohol hit...
This reminds me of sharing rot... So tell me, if we weren't stuck here, what would you be doing with your time? Not what I'd choose for myself, but relic of flame. That...
Leave me. Go. No. Bold, aren't you? Best.
She shifts weakly where she lies and doesn't look up.
Out my face.
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. Well, what a swollen poor fellow.
You think you're so fancy with your flashy abracadabra. Won't you take it? Careful, though. If you were... Any more wickety-wookety... Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves did me so much. Ah, you're back. Oh, it's so good to see you, mate.
He turns the card over and holds...
Got your hands on my sparkler, did you? Well, put it to good use. The louses I have at the card table could use a good shake-up. Sure, have a...
Will source change back?
I ain't watching? That's your fifth
The woman is scrabbling at her throat as she catches.
Ben! Ben, Mist! Ifan! Ben, Mist! You keep him away from me!
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you That's it. I call court. Pay up. Looky, looky here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh faces, don't we? Why don't you join us in a round? Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. Ralvo's eyes linger on the table, where the card lies as innocent as a piece of cardboard can be.
Now, where'd you get a thing like that, mate?
Ralvo counts out the entirety of the table's pot.
Go. Hope you're behaving your...
Huh? What are you doing here? Thought Griff had you making the rounds inside. Lucky you. See ya.
What are you after, Pipsqueak? Complain to Griff if... Buzz off, Pipsqueak!
Keep walking, fresh...
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your 5th blue jester this round.
What of it?
Yeah, what of it? Ah, grab it in your gobblers, the both of you.
If you don't like the game... Hope you're behaving...
presideth over us all. Greetings, child. No disrespect.
You there? I'm looking for an inmate. He wears a... Have you seen him? Useless. It is a very important man.
Irma, where are you, darling?
Fire up. She ain't coming back.
Where is he?
Irma, where are you, darling?
Fire up. She ain't coming back.
He hasn't changed a bit.
Please.
Always.
Please. You. Oh, bless Irma's Anna. I'm sick with worry. I last saw her just here. This place turns people cold. Yes, of course.
She soaks up a steady stream.
She ought to come with you then. You are an egg.
Come on, old man.
A fella can't hear himself think with all this. You hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happening?
Aye, she needs help, but none that I can give. Mad as a cooker, that one, and twice as loud. What else do you call hollering after a ghost? That child of hers she's shouting after has been dead and buried a month over. Killed, and there ain't no amount of hot... She don't listen to reason. Maybe you'll have better luck than I. If I have to hear calling after her...
Ah, you're back. Please, did you find Irma? She still hasn't returned. Where could she be, my dear girl? Bless you. Ah, you're back. Bless you.
The bishop's much too...
Dallas, you maniac.
I've spotted something.
Eating corpses.
Pipe down, Farah. It's time to accept reality.
Don't disturb me again, unless you've seen me go. None of your business, inmate. Don't disturb me. Useless. It is a...
She's...
The creature heaves through lips.
You. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time.
The creature gingerly takes the plant. It is
Darling, dear.
The creature clenches the plant tightly.
You wouldn't understand.
The creature begins to weep.
For you, my ring. Part of me. Name of Migo. Thank... It's been too long, my dear.
Don't disturb me again, unless you've seen me go. You have seen him? Tell me, where was he? And you're very sure it was him?
She inspects the ring closely.
This can't be. You said he was upon the beach, yes? I need to have a look myself. This simply...
Where are you?
She's gone, Farah. Gone.
Ah, you're back. Please, did you find Irma? Bless you.
You hated your work for the Order. You wanted to be a stonemason, marry...
Farah. She ain't coming back.
Little Yarrow girl. Grown.
What have they done?
She looks at you with hatred etched deeply in the line.
I didn't want any of this.
She looks at her father and...
As am I. There were always rumors about the hammer. Dal, I suppose. I suppose now I know. It's strange. It almost reminds me of the creature's Dallas.
She reaches out to touch her father's hand. He withdraws it quickly before...
I had no idea. Wait, before you go. You've helped us a great deal today. Let me help you too. I have a little gold on me, and take this key. It isn't too late for you. What's happened? What have they done to you?